Welcome to my channel Amp Drive. I think it's going to be possible to make a whole car in under 5 seconds someday. Just imagine a car rolling off the line in less than 5 seconds. That's mind-blowing. When Elon Musk first hinted that Tesla was working on a giant die-casting machine as heavy as 10 Boeing 747 planes, stretching 40 meters nose to tail and pushing metal with the force equal to the Eiffel Tower's weight, even experienced car engineers laughed. But now, picture a Tesla Model 2 with a price a little above $10,000, profit margins that have grown 3 times, and a production line so fast that humans can't even safely stand near it. Scrap rates have dropped below 2%, and the most surprising thing is that this massive machine has been working inside a Tesla factory for over a year already. It's now in the final phase of installation. Tesla is about to show the world through technical documents, production photos, plans, and interviews how they are revolutionizing car manufacturing. So, how did Tesla do this? And what advantages do we get from this new version of Tesla's Giga Press? First, the 50,000-ton Giga Press marks a big step in die casting. But its working principle is still simple. It follows the same process as the 6,000 and 9,000-ton presses that make Model Y back sections and Cybertruck parts. Aluminum ingots are melted in a furnace at about 850 degrees Celsius, kept in a hot chamber at 750 to 850 degrees, cleaned with nitrogen and argon to remove unwanted particles, and then injected quickly into a greased steel mold. It solidifies, cools, gets trimmed, X-rayed, and the leftovers are recycled. What makes this new machine different is its size. Engineers estimate it takes up 40 meters by 13, stands 12 meters tall, and weighs about 3,700 tons, like tipping over a small office building. When in action, it clamps molds shut with a force over 8 times stronger than the old 6,000-ton press, ensuring zero leaks. One engineer even joked during a factory tour that the mold doesn't even think about opening. Musk's own words show how intense the process looks. We got to jam the liquid metal in, cool it really fast, like super fast. That simple-sounding line hides the months of careful planning. Tesla used special cooling designs, AI-filled molds, and sensors that check for issues in seconds. Everything from metal temperature to piston speed has to be just right. Humans can't stand close, so they observe from control rooms while robots take care of everything. This massive scale allows Tesla to speed up car production and reduce the cost of mass-market electric vehicles like the Model 2 and the Cybercab. At Tesla's factory in Shanghai, the 6,000-ton machines make a Model Y back section every 35 seconds. 2 lines together can create around 870,000 parts a year. Now imagine doing 5 parts at once. That's what Tesla aims to do. Musk said it first sounded like a wild idea, but the numbers make sense. By combining the front and back thirds of the car body into 2 single cast pieces and making the floor also serve as the battery box, Tesla cuts down major structural parts in the Model 2 from over 200 to just about 80. With fewer parts, there are fewer welds, fewer robots, shorter build times, and smaller factory footprints. That's why Musk said in a 2024 earnings call that they only need 300 robots now, compared to 1,000 before. He also compared traditional car factories to old-fashioned watch workshops, while the Cybercab line is more like a high-speed electronics factory, too fast for people to stand near. Each car frame already has built-in parts like mounting spots and crash zones. What used to take many stages now happens in just a few. After unboxing, painting, battery installation, interior fitting, and wheel attachment, the car is tested, and it's done. Tesla's leaked documents from last February suggest they aim to produce 178,000 Model 2s weekly when 2 presses feed 2 mirror lines. That's 7 million cars a year based on 40 working weeks, a number much higher than today's Model 3 and Y output combined. This new machine is also forcing other car makers to rethink their equipment plans. But it's not just about buying the press. Companies like General Motors, Hyundai, Volvo, Zeekr, and XPeng have ordered 6,000 to 9,000 ton machines, and XPeng even got a 16,000 ton one. But no one else has installed a 50,000-ton one yet. That's because just having the hardware isn't enough. Tesla also built the software, smelting schedules, casting routing, AI quality control, and recycling systems over the past 10 years. Early critics thought aluminum dies would wear out faster and cost more, but Tesla used nickel-cobalt coatings and sensors to track wear and cut Model Y rear part costs by 40%. These savings pushed Ford, Toyota, VW, and Stellantis to get smaller Giga Presses. But old factories are hard to change, like doing surgery on 100-year-old buildings. Chinese companies, without old factory layouts, can move faster. They already make small metal toys in bulk and just scaled up. Musk even pointed to their cathedral casting setup. Everything in the factory revolves around the Giga Press. That's a big change from traditional layouts and more like computer chip factories, where machine speed matters more than worker costs. Environmentally, casting big parts also helps Tesla's green goals. It cuts vehicle weight, so smaller batteries are needed, which reduces mining. It could also bring EVs under $30,000 to countries like India, Southeast Asia, and South America, places where EVs are still expensive. But it also raises questions for policymakers. What happens when a few robotic plants make all the world's cars? These factories can be switched on like cloud servers and go so fast that no humans are allowed near. It gives Tesla the chance to make the Model 2 and Cyber Cab in numbers like smartphones. It forces old car brands to throw out their old blueprints. It also gives a clear path to global EV adoption. Some still worry that sudden temperature changes and metal turbulence could damage the parts. But people said the same in 2020 when Tesla first set up the 6,000-ton press. Now that machine works 24/7 in Fremont and helps make the world's most sold car. So how will the new 50,000-ton Giga Press help make better and cheaper EVs? Nobody at Tesla's Texas plant will forget the day the first part of this massive press arrived on 8 huge trucks painted bright orange. Before that, the biggest machine was the 9,000-ton Cybertruck press, which weighed 688 tons. The older 6,000-ton ones for the Model Y weigh just 430 tons. The new one, however, is almost 3,700 tons and taller than a 4-story house. To install it, the crew poured 12 tons of reinforced concrete with cables tied into the ground. Without this base, the force of the press could break the floor. Installation took almost a year. First came the twin furnaces, a gas one to melt aluminum and an electric one to keep it hot under a nitrogen layer. Then the liquid metal goes through filters and into a chamber. A piston pushes 500 kilograms of metal into a polished steel mold. Before each casting, a robot sprays 35 milliliters of soybean oil into the mold. The food-grade oil peels off smoothly when the casting is removed. Inside, the die halves slam shut with 8.3 times more force than the Fremont press. Liquid aluminum flies down the mold, fills every space, and solidifies against cooling channels specially designed to follow part shapes. These channels are cooled with glycol chilled using collected rainwater. In 32 seconds, the mold opens, a robot pushes out the hot part, and it drops into water to cool from 400 degrees Celsius to 50 degrees Celsius in under 90 seconds. This prevents small cracks from forming. Waste metal is chopped up and sent back for reuse. About 20% of each new car frame is made from recycled scrap. The 50,000-ton press works with 5 molds at once: front left, front right, back right, and battery center. That means one full Model 2 frame is made every 5 seconds. That's 12 cars a minute or 720 an hour. By comparison, the old Model Y line does one part every 35 seconds and makes under 1 million cars yearly. Now, 2 presses feeding 2 lines can aim for 7 million units yearly. This faster system let Tesla remove 600 welding robots that used to put together 21 separate parts. It also increased profit margins for cheaper EVs from the low 20s to above 30%, even if the selling price drops below $15,000. This engineering achievement goes beyond just money. In March, Tesla's team showed off a new Model Y rear frame that's 7 kilograms lighter and 20% stiffer because of new rib designs. They can now shape these complex parts in one go. Similar improvements to the Model 3 cut enough weight to increase driving range by 4%, more than what Tesla gained by changing all wheels to lighter metal. Quality control is keeping up too. Every casting is X-rayed using powerful machines, and images are checked by AI trained on 500,000 bad examples from 2022. Inside the control room of the casting area, workers say they feel more like farmers of aluminum, collecting parts that look like fresh bread loaves. Every 2 hours, a team changes the molds, polishes them, and tracks tool wear using a cloud system that predicts issues ahead of time. If something goes wrong, like a piston moving too fast or too slow, a red alert pops up. The machine stops for 7 minutes, robots clean it, and then it starts again, making a car every 5 seconds. This takes Tesla closer to a level of car production nobody thought was possible. When people ask Musk why he spent billions on something others thought was crazy, he points to a small Hot Wheels toy on his desk and laughs. Kids have been making whole cars since the 60s. We just made the toy bigger. Standing under the giant frame of the 50,000-ton press with flashes of molten aluminum behind safety glass, the joke feels not only modest but also completely real. If Tesla really can build a complete Model 2 every 5 seconds, would you trust a car made that fast? Or do you worry it might affect quality? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching our video. If you want more exciting updates on Tesla EVs or the Tesla bot, hit that like button and share this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to Amp Drive and turn on the bell icon so you never miss a video. We truly appreciate your support and we'll see you again in the next one. Goodbye.